Hi students and welcome to the class. The first thing you need to do is you need to go to aplusstudents.com. You need to go to the website. Once you're at the website, you need to select math as your subject. Okay. This is a grade 6 lesson. And the name of the topic is two-dimensional shapes or figures. Okay, let me give you the chapter number and the lesson number. The chapter number is 30 and the lesson number is 8. So we are doing chapter 30 and lesson number 8 today. The name of the lesson is Find the Missing Angles in a triangle. Okay, let's go to grade 6 math, two-dimension topic, chapter number 30 and lesson number 8. Okay, before doing anything, let's see what a triangle is, right? A triangle is a three-sided shape. Okay, a triangle would be a three-sided shape. It means triangle. The word tri means three. The word tri would mean three, and it says angle. That means there are three angles. A shape which has three angles, right? The sum of the interior angles. The angle on the inside, this is interior angle, right? This is interior angle and this is interior angle, right? The sum of interior angles of a triangle, sum of interior angles in a triangle is always 180 degrees. So we can say if we label these angles as A, B, and C, we can say A plus B plus C would always be equal to 180. It cannot exceed. Hi everyone, welcome to the class. What we are doing is we are trying to find missing angles in a triangle. Triangle is a shape which has three sides, right? And the sum of the interior angles, the angles inside the shape, would always be equals to 180. The angle can never exceed 180. Okay, so if we can remember this statement, A plus B plus C would always be equals to 180. Okay, hi Brighty, hi Princely. Let's start. Okay, I'll copy the first question and we'll see what is the measure of the missing angle. Okay, they have given us a triangle in the first question. Sorry, I'm so sorry. This is okay. The first question over here, and they are asking us to find the missing angle in question number 1. What is the measure of the missing angle? So what we can do is we can label this. It's easier for us to remember. A, B, and C. We can say we have the value for angle A, angle B is missing, and we have C. We need to find the angle B. So can we say A plus B plus C should be equals to 180? A was 45, B is missing, and C is 41, should be equals to 180. 45 plus 41 is 45 plus 40 is 85. 85 plus 1 is 86. So we can 86 plus B is equals to 180, right? Yes, it has to be equal. It cannot be any other thing, any other value other than 180. It has to be 180. The sum of the angles inside the triangle is always 180. Okay, Krinsley? So we can say B would be equals to, this was adding on this side. When we take it to the other side, we subtract on the other side. So angle B comes out to be 180 minus 80 is 100. 100 minus 6. See, this how I do this is how I would do 180 minus 86, right? I break this 86 into 80 plus 6. So if I do 180 minus 80, that would be 100, right? Now 100 minus 6 would be 94. Okay, so we can say that the angle B comes out to be 94 degrees. Okay, let's verify. 45 plus 41, that is 94. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Let's see what we have over here. What is the measure of the missing angle? Okay, I'll try to make this question a little tricky for ourselves. Question number 2. In question number 2, we are given this question. Okay, we need to find the missing angle. What I would want to do is, I would want to remove this 90 from here. Why? Because we know that whenever we have a right angle, right? A right angle means this angle, right? A right angle is always, this is a right angle, and a right angle would always be equals to 90, right? Can we label this? If I would label this as A, B, and C, we know that A plus B plus C can only be 180. It cannot be any other number. 29, sorry, this is 29. Just 29. Okay, sorry, was not visible. So we know that we don't know the value of A. A stays the variable. B was 90 plus 29 should be equals to 180. So we can say A plus 90 plus 20 is 90 plus 20 is 110 plus 9 is 119. Can we say A equals to 180 minus 119? How I would do it is 180 minus 119. I write 119 as 100 plus 19. So 180 minus 100 is 80. 19 can be written as 10 plus 9. 180 minus 10 is 70. And 70 minus 9 is 61. So can we say that angle A comes out to be 61? Okay. If we are not using a calculator, if we don't want to do the working, if we want to do mental maths, I prefer breaking down the numbers. I broke 119 into 100 plus 19. 180 minus 100, very easy. We get 80. 80 minus 19 is broken down into 10 plus 9. 80 minus 10 is 70. 70 minus 9 is 61. Therefore, the missing angle comes out to be 61. Okay, this comes out to be 61. And the previous case, this was 94. Okay, do we agree on this? Okay, thank you. Let's move ahead. For the next given question, it says, what is the measure of the missing angle? I'll, I'll write down the angles again. Don't worry. Okay. If this was given to us, this is our question number 3. This was a 90 degree and this is a 44. Okay. This is a missing angle. So if I say this was, we can start from anywhere. It was A, B, and C. So we know that A plus B plus C, the sum should be, sum means the total of this should be 180. Do we know angle A? Yes, we know. Do we know angle B? 44 plus C is equals to 180. 90 plus 40 is 130, 134. And once we move 134 to the other side, it is positive here. It becomes negative on the other side. And C would come out to be 46. Okay. Let's look at an easier way. Okay. Let's try to do it in an easier way. See, this is 90 over here, right? So the sum, if I say 180 minus 90, we are left with 90, right? That means the sum of these two angles, this angle and this angle, the sum of these two given angles should be 90 only, right? So what I can also say is, if only one of the angle is 90, then what we can say is B plus C should be equals to 90, right? Because angle A is already 90. No, it says 46. Because this is 134, right? I'll explain the new logic again, okay? I'll re-explain this part, what I'm trying to do over here. See, I'm trying to give you an easy way out. We know that one of the angles was already 90, right? Then the sum of this angle plus this angle, that means the, the total of these two angles should be 90, right? So can we say B plus C is equals to 90 if only it is a right angle triangle, because 90 is already there and we know that when we subtract 90 from 180 we are left with 90, right? That means the remaining two angles would be equal to 90. Do we have the value for B? B was 44. We need to find C, that is 90. The sum of the two angles was 90. Can we say C is 90 minus 44 and C comes out to be 46. This is the alternate working that we can do as well. But in this case, we need to remember that one angle has to be 90. Okay? If this is anything other than 90, then we don't use it. Do we agree? Do we agree on this? Can I move on to the next question? Okay. Thank you. Let's look at the next question. But we cannot apply in the next question. Why? This, I'll just copy this question and we'll see the reasoning. Okay. Because the next question, question number 4, does not have a right angle on it. There is no right angle. So if there is no right angle, we cannot apply the second logic. So if this is question number 4, and they are asking us to find the missing angle. If this was given as 107, this is given as 33, and this is missing. Can we label? Can I say this is A, B, and C? We know that the sum of all the angles of a triangle is always 180. So if I add A plus B plus C, it should come out to be 180. Angle A was 107. Angle B was missing. Plus angle C, that was 33, should be equals to 180. 107 plus 33 would be 107 plus 3 is 110. 110 plus 30 is 140. Plus B is equals to 180. And we can say B comes out to be 180 minus 140. When we subtract 140 from 180, we are left with 40 only. So we can say B comes out to be 40 degrees, right? 107 plus 33, when subtracted from 180, the answer is 40 degrees, right? Do we agree on this? The only thing we need to remember is the sum of all the interior angles in any given triangle is always 180. It cannot be any other number. Okay. Ashik, is this clear? We need to find the missing angle, right, in a triangle. So we add all the angles together. The total should be 180. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's look at the next question. The next question we have, it says, what is the measure of the missing angle? And that's question number 5. Question number 5 states this: we need to find the missing angle. I'll write down the angles. This was 90, this was 28, and this was missing. So what should be the answer? If I simply label this A, B, and C, we know that the sum of interior angles of any given triangle is, the sum is always 180. Okay, so A was 90 plus B 28 plus C was equals to 180. 90, no Crinsley, 90 plus 28 is 118. Okay, so C would come out 180 minus 118, and C comes out to be 62 degrees. That means this missing angle is 62. Yes, thank you, Crinsley. So 180 minus 118 should be 62. We can show the working. 180 minus 118. We carry 1. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 1 was 6. 1 minus 1 was 0. That means 62 is the remaining answer. 62 is the missing angle. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. So the next question says, what is the measure of the missing angle in this given triangle? Okay, let's see. Yes, thank you, Princely. For the next question, it says we have another triangle and we are missing an angle in it. We need to find this missing angle over here. So can we label this as anything A, B, and C? Can we say the sum of the angles would always be equals to 180? I'll write down the angles again. This was 27. This was 63. So A plus 63, that is B, plus 27 should be equals to 180. 63 plus 27 is 63 plus 7 is 70. 70 plus 20 is 90. So can we say 180 minus 90, and A comes out to be 90 degrees. Okay, so angle A is 90, and 90 degrees angle is known as a, this is extra information, right? Angle, right? A 90 degrees angle is always known as a right angle. Like we know the types of angles, right? Acute, obtuse. So 90, an angle that is exactly 90 is a right angle. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's look at the next question, what they're asking us to find. The next question says, what is the measure of the missing angle in which this angle is given to us? This is question number 7. Can I have the answer to question number 7? I'll write down the angles over here again. This was 92 and 50. Okay, just a moment, please. I'll just write it down. This angle was 92 and this was 50. And this angle is missing for us. So we can label. So can I say A plus B plus C? When we add the three angles, the sum should be equals to 180. Angle A is 92. Angle B is 50. C is missing, would be equals to 180. 90 plus 52 is 142 plus C is 180, right? So can we say C comes out to be 180? No, a small error, typing error. Please confirm. 180 minus 142. C should be, thank you for responding, but small mistake. 180 minus 142. This becomes a 7. This is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 4 was 3. Okay, Adiboy? That would be 180 minus 42 is not 36, that is 38, because the last digit is 2. So we say this is 38. Okay, just a typing error at your end. Okay, thank you. So let's look at the next question. Okay, the next question we have is, it says, what is the measure of the missing angle such that the given two angles are, these would be the given two angles. Just a moment. This is our question number 8, and the angles given are 28 and 36. And this is our missing angle. Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. 38 was the correct answer. So moving ahead to question number 8, what we can say is, better is to label, right? We say B and C. So we can say that A plus B plus C would always be equal to 180. A was given as 28, B was missing, plus C, that is 36, should be equals to 180. 28 plus 36 is, 28 plus 30 is 28 plus 30 is 58, plus 6 would be 64. So we can say 64 plus the angle B should be equals to 180, and B would be 180 minus 64. 180 minus 60 is 120. 120 minus 4 is 116. So we can say that the missing angle is 116 degrees. Yes, thank you, Ashay. The missing angle is 116. Okay. Moving ahead to the next. Still 90. Okay. Let's see this question. What is the measure of the missing angle? If this was the question given to us, this is question number 9. Can we find the missing angle? If this was 31, this is 29, and this angle is missing for us. So can we say that this is A, B, and C? It does not make any difference which edge is labeled as A, B, or C. We just do a random labeling, okay? So can we say that the sum of the three interior angles of a triangle is always 180? The angle A is missing, but B is given to us. And the angle for C is 29. It should be equals to 180. 31 plus 9 is 40. 40 plus 2 tens is 60. So can we say plus 60 was 180, and A would be 180 minus 60. 8, yes, thank you, Ashik. It comes out to be 120. Okay. So now we know that the sum of the interior angles of any given triangle has to be 180. It cannot be any other number, right? Let's try one more question over here if we can. Okay, let's try. Just pick up an easy one. Let's say that, what is the measure of the missing angle in this given question? And This question says, sorry, this is the given value for question number 10. Okay, the angles given are 123, this is missing, and this is 26. Yes, thank you. It equals to angle A equals to 120. If we say that these were the angles which were missing, I'll just close the space. Sorry. So sorry. This and this, okay? So for this given shape, if I say A, B, and C, angle A is given, angle B is given, we need to find angle B, which is an unknown for us, right? So can we say that angle B comes out to be, we can say A plus B plus C would always be equals to 180. A was 123, B is unknown, plus C, that is 26, is equals to 180. 123 plus 26 would be 149. When 149, it would be 149. 123 plus 26, right? 149. It's an odd number. It cannot give an even answer as the result. 180 minus 149. See, 180 minus 149. Can 149 be written as 140 plus 9? 180 minus 140 is 40. And 40 minus 9 is 31. Right? So the angle B will come out to be 31. Okay? It cannot be 32. Why? Because even minus odd would always be equals to odd. It cannot be an even number because we are subtracting an odd number, right? 149 is an odd number. So 180 minus odd number should leave a remainder of, how can it be? It cannot be 32. 123 plus 26 is 149 minus 180 would be 31. Ashik, how can it be 32? Okay. Okay, let's verify. Nathan, what we are doing, Ashik, I'll just do this question, just a minute. Nathan, what we are doing is we are trying to find the missing angle of in a given triangle. If two angles are given and the third angle is missing, we need to find the third angle. We know that the sum of all three angles would be 180. So A plus B plus C should be equals to 180. Okay. Now Ashik, I'll just verify it for you. What you are saying is it should be 32. How is that possible? 123 plus 26. 3 plus 6 is 9. 2 plus 2 is 4. And this is 1. And once we say 180 minus 149, this becomes a 7, carry 1. 10 minus 9 is 1. 7 minus 4 was 3. So 31 is your answer. Add 5 plus 3. Where do we have a 5? Where do we have a 5? It's 26. 123 plus B plus 26 is equals to 180. That is 26. Okay? Yes, 25. That's just a human error, right? That is 26. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's try some questions from the test. Okay, let's do the test together. Or maybe let's do one more question. Okay, let's do one more question, and after that, we'll do the test. No, it's okay. It's okay. Even as human errors, anyone can do a human error. We should not have a logical error. Human errors are acceptable. With practice, we can get over them. But you know the logic, okay? Thank you, Ashik. Okay, let's try one more question. And the next question says, question number 11, I'll write down the angles. This is 52. This was 76. And this is the missing angle. You're welcome. You're always welcome for that. Okay, let's label. Let's say A, B, and C, okay? So we know that when we add the three angles, A plus B plus C, it should be equals to 180 because it's a triangle. Okay, Nathan? Nathan, do we agree on this? The sum of the interior angles, the interior means the sum on the inside of a triangle would always be equal to 180. And we know there are three angles, right? So if A was given as 52, B was given as 76, and C was the unknown, can we add A and B together? 52 plus 76, right? It should be equals to 128 plus C is equals to 180. And if 128 is added on the side, we take, hi Bede, let's do this question, 128. That means 180 minus 120 is 60. 60 minus 8 is 52. Please kindly confirm. Yes, thank you, Ashik. That is 52. Great. Okay, let's do the test. The test is on the right-hand top corner of this lesson. Just a moment, please. I'll just copy it. The first question from the test says, find the missing angle. Okay, I'll just copy paste. I'll write down the angles again for your convenience. Okay, this was 92, this was 50, and this was missing. The options are these two options, option A and option B. This is question number 1 from the test. So what is the answer of the missing angle? I'll do one of them for you so that you know how to do it, okay? The easiest way is, see, if two angles given were 92 and 50, right? Let's add them together. 2 plus 0 is 2. This is 14, right? So 180 minus 142. This becomes 7, carry 1. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 4 was 3, right? I did the first one for you. We do the next one together, okay? So that means 38 is the answer. For the next question, they're saying, I would not do this one. I'll wait for you to answer, okay? You don't have to do a lot of working. Yes, thank you. Option B is the correct answer. I was just trying to show you that you can do the same question with minimum amount of working, right? We could have completed this question in just this working. You don't have to write A plus B plus C is equals to 180, then put down the values. Simply add them together, subtract from 180. Okay, so the next question states that in question number 2, they're asking you what is the measure of the missing angle. If the angle given is 31, this is missing, and this is 29. Would it be option A or option B? Let's have a look. So 31 plus 29. Sorry. It says 31 plus 29 is option B. Let's verify. I'm just confirming. 31 plus 29, 0, we carry 160. 180 minus 60, that would 0, 2, and 1. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ashik. That's correct. 120 is the correct answer. For question number 3, they have given us a right angle triangle. When I say the term right angle triangle, we should know that a right angle triangle is a triangle which has one of the angles to be 90 degrees, right? It has a 90-degree angle on it. So this was our question number 3. This is the missing angle. This is 90 degrees, and this was 29. Yes, thank you. Option number B, 120. What about this question? Would it be option number A or option number B? We know that. Okay, sorry. I'll give you time to do this. Just take a few seconds to complete this. Sorry. Yes, we know that 90 plus 29 would be 0 plus 9 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11, right? 119. So 180 minus 119. This becomes 7. We carry a 1. 10 minus, yes, option B is the correct answer. This becomes 10 minus 9 is 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. And this was 0. 61. Okay, thank you. Moving ahead with the next question. Okay, what they are telling us is find the missing angle. In question number 4, we need to find the missing angle such that the values of the angles are 42 and 51. And this is the missing angle. So option A or option B? Question number 4 should be, sorry. Question number 4 should be, when we add the numbers together. 2 plus 1 is 3. 93, right? Yes, 87. Thank you. Because 180 minus 93 would be 87. Okay. So we have done with a few questions. A few of them are left. Please do practice the remaining questions, okay? So that you may have a better understanding of the topic, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Best of luck. Bye.